PC Weather Lab. Here's Rob's forecast.
Welcome back. Well, get ready for a windy and a warm one for our Wednesday. A few showers or maybe even a thunderstorm late in the day, but I think most of the action stays west of us, and as it gets closer to us, it runs out of gas. That's what the models have been telling us, and we'll show you the latest round coming up in just a bit. Can't rule out that marginal risk of severe weather, so we're going to show you that as well. But let's take a look at the big picture. Got a really whopper of a storm system that's coming out of the Rockies, and this one is going to be a deep low pressure system that may set some records at some point down the line. In fact, this is a pretty impressive looking system for sure. Now, I want to put this in motion if I can, because you really see things going over the last several hours. You have blizzard warnings here, winter storm warnings surrounding those blizzard warnings, big snows of a foot or more, reduced visibilities, and high winds, 50, 60, 70 mile an hour winds across the plains, back through the Rockies, and then farther to the south. You've had some big snows across portions of New Mexico. East of that, we're seeing severe weather blossoming out nicely this evening. New tornado watch that goes into effect till 5 a.m. There's a severe thunderstorm warning right around West Texas, just north of Alpine. That is pushing to the east as well. And the main threat, hail, damaging winds, and perhaps an isolated tornado. And then that severe weather threat traveling the entire state of Texas through tomorrow, and will be knocking on the Texas-Louisiana border by this time tomorrow evening. Meanwhile, locally across Louisiana, the sun came out late this afternoon. It's been very pretty. Notice we have the flood warnings here, showing you the flood warnings along the Mississippi and also the Atchafalaya River. Those waters are cresting, but two things going on. One, tomorrow we're going to have a strong southerly wind, so the waters are going to come up several more inches down by Morgan City. It's at 8 feet right now, so Stevensville, a couple of areas now that have high water. The water is going to come up probably several more inches with those strong southerly winds, so be on the lookout for that. And then on top of that, here's a flood watch for tomorrow night into early Thursday, so more heavy rains into a flooded Mississippi is going to be coming down this way as well. And then we'll have to deal with the snow melt to the north and the spring rain, so we'll be watching that. As for visibility, one issue, we've seen low visibilities in around the Cameron area for people that are waiting on crew changeover. That fog should lift here. It gets thick right along the Texas coast as well. So I think with the winds picking up, fog will be less of an issue. So let's take a look at our future cast and put things in motion, and we'll be watching those strong storms plowing across Texas by tomorrow morning, daybreak, right around the Dallas-Fort Worth area, up through Oak City, and then eventually through Tulsa. Probably severe weather watches will be ongoing here. Locally, we'll see maybe a sprinkle or two in the morning, but I think we'll be pretty much a repeat of today with mostly cloudy skies. We'll zoom in closely in just a bit. Those showers and storms begin to weaken, but then they fire back up across portions of Arkansas, northwest Louisiana, and that's where we'll be on the lookout for the threat of severe weather. And then those storms continue to travel off to the north and east. Here comes the front. This is when our rain chances go up, but it's going to be mostly shower activity. That front gets through here by late Friday, and then we cool off and stay cool through the entire weekend. Threat of severe weather across Texas, where the few tornadoes, damaging winds greater than 70 miles an hour, and maybe some large hail could develop. Here we go into tomorrow evening. Acadiana, most of it hatched in for a marginal risk of severe weather, but I think the main threat is going to be where we see this area of yellow, that slight risk area, and I wouldn't be surprised if this part of the marginal risk area is taken out, because we're not too sure how far those storms are going to last. And then the severe weather threat may rematerialize going into portions of Mississippi and Alabama as we go into Thursday night into early Friday. So locally, here's the high-resolution rapid refresh model. Clouds locked in through tomorrow morning, but then we see breaks in the clouds, so that's why I think we might have a shot at 80 tomorrow afternoon. Temperatures at least in the upper 70s. And then notice the storms. They make progress through just about northern portions of Acadiana, western portions of Acadiana, and then the showers fall apart. So we'll have some rain chances late in the day, early tomorrow evening, then things should quiet down, and then we'll see a better rain chance as we go into Thursday. Big story tomorrow is going to be the wind. wind. That's what you're going to notice. Strong out of the south-southeast, sustained at about 20 miles an hour. And then you're going to have gusts more than likely pushing 30, at least from noon to tomorrow evening. And you get into these shades of magenta. That's 40 to 50 mile an hour wind gusts. So that's why it's going to be awfully rough for our friends to the north. So mostly cloudy, milder tonight, 65 the low. A few Gulf sprinkles out there, but nothing of importance. Upper 70s, 78, 79 the high for tomorrow. Few storms late in the day. I'm going 20, 30% for tomorrow, 40% tomorrow night, 70% on Thursday. Then we cool off. Still, the clouds tend to linger, but it's going to feel significantly cooler this weekend. Lows, though, only get down into the low to mid 40s. And earlier today, had a nice visit at the Kiwanis Club over at the Petroleum Club and talked about climate, the state of Louisiana's climate, where we've been over the last 20 to 30 years, where we're heading in the next 20 to 30 years, and of course touching on the subjects of hurricanes as well. And a very interesting area that we live in, especially with such a dynamic coastline between subsidence, some sea level rise, coastal erosion, and the weather that we have observed over the last 20 years, those big heavy rain events and some changes in hurricanes that we've noticed over the last 20 years.
How long was the presentation? That's a lot of ground to
Yeah,
cover.
that's a lot.
I think I did 45 minutes. I went over, like I do in my weathercast.
We're getting a
Sorry,
wrap
We're
right
used
now.
to that.